everyone. In this video, we learn to apply the properties of squares to solve the questions. Before we go into it, let's have a quick review or recap of the properties of squares. First of all, the square of a number will never end with digit 2, 3, 7, 8. You can see here on the right side, I have the squares from 1 to 13, and in each of these, you can very clearly see that none of them ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Next, square of an odd number is also odd. Like 1 is an odd number, square is 1, which is also odd. 3 is an odd number, its square is 9, which is also odd. 19 is a square, odd, its square number is also odd. Similarly, square of an even number is also even. Like if I say 14 is an even number, 14 square is also an even number. 24 is an even number, square is 576, which is also an even number. 8 is an even number, its square 64 is also even. Next, number of zeros in a square number is always even. Okay, so you can say 10 square has 2 zeros, that means even number of zeros in counting. Okay, next, any number with n digit as 1 or 9, the square will end with 1. So you can see 1 square is 1, 9 square is 81, 11 square is 121, 19 square is 361, 21 square is 441, 29 square is 841. So the number whose square we are going to find, if that number ends with 1 or 9, like 11 ends with 1 and 19 ends with 9. 21 ends with 1 and 29 ends with 9. The square of these numbers end with digit 1. Can you see here? 1, 1, 1, 1. Right? Next, any number with n digit 2 or 8, its square will end with 4. Like 2 square is 4, 8 square is 64, 12 square is 144, 18 square is 324, 22 square is 484 and 28 square is 784. So a number which ends with 2 or 8, right? In 12 ends with 2 as at its units place, and 18 ends with 8. Same way 22 has 2 at its units place and 28 has 8 at its units place. But the square of 12, 22, 18 and 28, they all end with digit 4. Can you see here? Right? Next, any number with n's digit is 3 or 7, then its square will end with 9. So 3 square is 9, 7 square is 49, 13 square is 169, 17 square is 289, 23 square is 529, 27 square is 729. So 13, the end digit is 3, 17, the end digit is 7, 23, the end digit is 3, and 27, the end digit is 7. So if the end digit is 3 or 7, in either case, the last digit of the square of 13 square, 17 square, 23 square, and 27 square is 9. Can you see here? Right? Next, any number with n digit as 4 or 6, its square will end with 6. Like 4 square is 16, 6 square is 36, 14 square is 196, 16 square is 256, 24 square is 576, and 26 square is 676. 14, the end digit is 4, 16, the end digit is 6, 24, the end digit is 4, 26, the end digit is 6. Now squaring of 14, 16, 24 or 26, the square number is ending with 6. Can you see here? Clear? The one rule which I have not written is very obvious, is square of a number which ends with digit 5. Square of a number which ends with digit 5, the perfect square will also end with digit 5. Can you see here? 5 square is 25 ending with digit 5, 15 square is 225 and it ends with digit 5, and 225 square is 625 which ends with digit 5. So these are the properties of square numbers which we just had a quick recap. Now we are going to apply them. Okay. So the first type of question that they are saying is, what will be the unit digit of the squares of the following numbers? Without finding the square, you have to say. Okay. So what we'll do is, we'll look at the first digit. We'll look at the last digit, not the first digit, last digit. Last digit is 1. So if we are doing 81 square, then the answer will end with 1. Okay, remember the properties. We don't have to write the other numbers, just the units place. Okay, that's the units digit. Here, the last numbers, I'll do 1 to 5 and then I'll come to the others. The last digit here is 2. So if I'm squaring it, 272 square, then the last digit will be 4 because 2 square is 4, right? Next, 799. If I'm squaring it, 799, the last digit is 9. And if you remember, 1 or 9, the square will have, yes, 1 as its last digit. Okay, next, this number is 3853. So the last digit is 3. Again, a number which ends with 3, the perfect square or the squaring of, if I square that number, the answer or the perfect square will have 9. The other way of remembering is 3 square is 9. 9 square is 81, so 1 at the last. Okay, next. Again, what is the last digit here? 4. So if I square it, 1, 2, 3, 4 square. What is 4 square? 16. So the last digit will be a 6. Okay, clear? Next. Again, what is my number? 2637, sorry, 387. The last digit is 7. So it is a 7. So 7 square means it should end with 9 because 7 sevens are is 49. So the last digit will be a 9. Okay, I'm just writing the units digit within the box. Next is 52698. The last digit is 8. So if it is a last digit 8, then the square number will end with digit 4. Why? Because 8 8s are 64, so 4. Okay, next. It's a very easy one. The last digit is 0, so automatically the end digit, I'm sorry, 99880 square. So the perfect square will also end with 0. But how many zeros? 2 zeros. Okay, but we don't have to write both. We will write only one because we will mention the units digit only. Okay, next is the number with 6 as its last digit, which is this one. So if I square it, 12796 square. So when I'm squaring it, 6 square means the last digit will be 6 because 6 6 are 36. Next, 55555. So again my last digit is 5. So if we are squaring it, right? So this perfect square will end with the digit 5 because 5 5s are 25. A quick review, if the last digit is 1, its square number will also end with 1. 2 means square number will be 4. Okay. 9 is again ending with digit 1, the square number. A 3 means its square will end with 9. Okay. The basic rule, 3 3s are 9. Same way, if a number is having 4, its end digit will be 4 square, that is 16, which is 6. So this is how we'll write the last digit, only the units digit without squaring, we'll say it. Okay, I've taken some extra question for your practice. Okay, so very quick, let's take 4. So last digit will be, yes, 6. 1, last digit will be, for the square will be 1, correct. 5, if I square this number, the last digit will be 5. Okay, so use the rule and apply it. Am I clear? The next one. Give reason why these following numbers are not a perfect square. Remember the rule. If any number ends with digit 2, 3, 7 or 8, out of these any one is the units digit of the given number, then its square is, then that number is not a perfect square. We are not squaring it. This is a number given. You have to say whether it is a perfect square or not. A perfect square will never end with 2, 3, 7, 8. So here we'll just circle the last digit, which is 7. Okay, so this is not a perfect square. Just write the sentence. Oh, sorry for the interruption. So what we'll write here, the last digit is 7. So we'll say not a perfect square as the unit digit is 7. Okay. Next question. 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Again, the last digit is 3. So again, it is a not a perfect square as the unit digit is 3. It's a rule, so we'll directly write it. Okay, nothing else you have to say. Next, 7, 9, 2, 8. So 8, not possible. So not a perfect square
as the unit digit is 8. Clear? Next, what's the last digit? 2. So again, it's not a perfect square. Not a perfect square. Sorry. As the, I'm sorry with that, as the unit digit is what? 2. Okay, I made a mistake there. Let me just correct it, please. Yeah, it's as. Yeah. Okay. Now the next one is a tricky one. The last digit is 0 and perfect squares can have 0. But how many zeros are there here? 3 zeros. And remember, any number with odd number of zeros can never be a perfect square. So we say not a perfect square as it has odd number of zeros in count. Okay. Next, again, what's the last digit? 2. So not a perfect square as its unit digit is 2. So again, what are we giving as a reason? 2, 3, 7, 8. Any one of them is at the last its units place, then it's not a perfect square. I've taken some extra questions for your practice. So clearly you can say here, 3 zeros, odd number. 3 zeros, it's odd number. Odd number of zeros, it's not a perfect square. 3, not possible. 7, not possible. 8, not possible. Hope this is clear. Next, find out the square of which number would be odd number. Means if I am squaring these numbers and if I want to square it, then the answer, that is the perfect square that I'll get, is it an odd number or an even number? And we know that the rule, square of an odd number is also an odd number. So we'll again look at the units digit. So units digit is 1. So we'll say 4, 3, sorry, 1 square is odd number because the units digit of the number that we are squaring is also odd. Next, here it is a 6. 6 is odd? No. So it's not an, sorry, it's not, sorry, the square is not an odd number. Okay, that means we'll say 2826 square, not an odd. Why? Because the units place number is 6, which is not an, which is an even number. Clear? Next, what is the number? 5024. What is the last digit? 4. So 4 is what? Even number. So its square will also be an even. Therefore, it is not an odd number. The square of that number will not be an odd number. Clear? So what you need to do, just look at the last digit and decide the square of this number will be odd or even. 9 is a odd, so square will be, yes, odd. 1 is a odd, so square of 1, 2, 3, 1 will be odd. 4, even, so its square will be not an odd. 7, odd number, so its square will be odd. Okay, these 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is yours. Okay, you have to write the answers. Next, find out the square of which number would be even. So again, we look at the last digit, 9. 9 is the odd number, so its square cannot be an even number. Okay, just the opposite of what we did. Clear? Next, 2, even number. So its square will be a even number. Correct? Hope you're getting this. Next, the next one, 3033. 3 is a odd number. Right? So its square will also be an odd. That means it's not an even number. Hope you get this very clearly. The square of an odd number is an odd number and square of an even number is an even number. So here also you can see 6 is even, so its square is going to be even. 4 is even, so its square is going to be even. 3 is an odd, therefore its square is not an even. And 2 is a even, so its square is also not an even. Okay, so these 4 questions are your practice questions. So we have just looked into some properties of squares. Hope you are clear with it. Thank you.